am whenever it's
I need
real.
that book where I can zoom in on it too, though. So
I am whenever it's for real, but when it's just a bunch of bullshit, then it is. I don't believe in it.
You don't believe
this is
me.
bullshit.
You don't believe me when I say I love you.
Oh, you mean that's what you meant was bullshit, huh?
Well, that was just us when we got married.
Talk a little loud enough
Boy,
so
boy, for them days again. Hottest babe I ever knew.
Now she got a picture of Mom and Dad. Taggart.
Bear Rock.
Out at Bear Rock. Little Italy.
Yep. Little Italy. That's what they call it now.
That's
Joe, Toot,
Ed and his
Addie,
mother and Addie and Toot and Joe taken in Pringle in Mom Taggart's yard. Pretty good picture. That's
They're a pretty good couple, too.
my mother and father when they got married. They don't look very happy. They look kind of sad. Or mad. Or both.
Who in the hell is that?
And that's the cutest little girl you ever seen in your life. She wasn't even a year old then when that was taken.
getting the glare.
And this is Agnes and Megan and me and Willie Ann. And don't ask me anything about her because I don't know a damn thing about her.
Who the hell is that?
That's my two sisters and my baby brother and me. Aren't we good looking bunch? God, we're grouchy looking.
Probably hadn't had anything to eat that late.
Might not have. This was when I was 6 years old.
That the old house?
That's our old house up in Little Italy. And this is Jack and I don't have no idea how old they are. Look like about 8 and 10 years old or somewhere in there. I don't know why Jack's got a necktie on and a hat.
I never knew him without a hat for about a year.
No, he always wore a hat, but why is he all dressed up? Maybe I'm supposed to be dressed up
You're
too.
dressed up.
Maybe that's a real fancy dress I've got
Must have
on.
been something.
And that's me and Lorraine Preston up on the rock up above Aunt Katie and Uncle John's. I could outclimb any of them even with a damn dress on. That's me when I was 15. That's me, I was about 16. Both of these I was 15. This is right after a New Year's Eve party that I fell off the step of the wigwam. Because I got a bandage on my knee.
At 15?
Yep.
How come you did the weekend?
I was having one hell of a good time on New Year's Eve.
You wasn't supposed to be out there.
I was there with my sisters and my brothers and my sisters and my uncles and my cousins. And this dress is one that belonged to Agnes, and Mother washed it. And when she washed it, it shrunk. Agnes couldn't get in it, so they give it to me and put it on me. That's how I wound up with that dress.
You lucky.
And I don't know why Ed took that son of a gun. He just as well threw it in the garbage, but it was taken in Kansas City.
Looked just like mine.
Looked just like me, didn't it? Sure did. I hated that picture from the day it was made.
That's why it's in pieces.
Yep. This one was taken out in Vallejo when we were out there. Kathy was a baby. And this is my dad and my brother and my oldest sister Agnes and Megan and me underneath, which I was always about the bottom of the heap, and my mother.
You doing that one, Jack? Pretty good
I was
song.
trying. Well, that was after we was all grown up. But I can't remember where it was taken. It must can't even figure out where it was taken. I don't know. Sexy looking picture taken in Green River, Wyoming, that I think they ought to frame that one to scare the mice away.
The only thing you would look, that ain't very good because you look too flat chested.
I was so sad. I
Was
don't
you
know why.
in Green River?
Yeah, because I was in Green River. That was our new trailer back then.
Yeah.
That was. Oh, that's just a Christmas on Edgewood Terrace. Looks like a mess. And these are Kathleen with some of her birthday cakes.
No, that is not me, Mother.
Sure as hell looks like you.
You didn't?
You mean that's me up there?
That's you.
Oh shit, it's you.
That is not me, Mother.
Well, listen, you.
No, it isn't.
It is too.
No, it isn't.
Well, it ain't me.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
No, it is not me. This is Kathy. It ain't me. It's Kathy, and I know it is.
I never owned that dress, Mother. I remember my clothes, and I never owned that.
That is Kathy, and there's no two ways about it.
The top one's you.
Yeah, the top one's me, but this is Kathy.
I can't figure out that was tricky.
This is June of '65.
I don't know when that was about June 65.
We were in Utah.
And that's me when Father insisted I have my picture taken in this new black dress and black shoes that he bought for me.
Pretty nice.
And that's me with one of my birthday cakes. And that's me with two. Fred gave me one pair of shoes and your dad gave me the other ones. So I had two pairs of new shoes for my birthday. That's in Utah.
Yep.
And that's me in the Atlanta Braves t-shirt that Kathy gave to me. Because I'll always be an Atlanta Brave fan. This is a good-looking son of a gun that used to like to really go hunt. Used to like to go hunting.
Smoking cigarettes. So.
Yeah, he's got a damn cigarette in his mouth.
That's the new Ford, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, I believe.
I can't figure out which rifle you've got. It looks like it's got a scope on it, doesn't it? Must be your 270.
Is that the one you won? Maybe that's why that's in the picture.
I think that's his 270.
I think so.
And this is Ed and Lyle. You want to talk about some of these?
I'm satisfied.
They were showing off and had their picture taken. And this one was out in Vallejo. I know where that one was taken, at Gertie's place out there. He stuck his tongue out.
That was Green River. We were going to church that day.
Yeah, this is Ed going to church. We went to church that day in Green River. Just had a cigarette in his mouth again.
Paying for it, too.
And this is Ed washing the dishes at my mother's house. That was Ed going to work. That neat.
You need to go to work.
Boy, wasn't you skinny then? God damn, don't you wish you were skinny. And this was taken down at the old vet's housing here in Hot Springs. And that's Ed with Kathy behind him. And there's Ed in front of his fireplace that he built in Midvale. We had a lot of fun with that thing. And there's Ed with his ugly tomatoes.
We're going to have some more like them, too.
Gonna have some more like them. That's in Hot Springs, South Dakota.
She had a round table then.
Yeah, we did. Sure as hell did. Round table. I'll be damned. And this was when they brought me back to Hot Springs for my first checkup after I had my appendix out. And we sure had a lot of fun then.
telling you.
That's up in the Chautauqua Park.
It's in my future wife.
This is up in Chautauqua Park.
That might have been the same.
Yeah, this
That
is.
was that camera that Gert bought me.
Yeah, this is the same day as this one back here. Because we came down to Hot Springs, so they had to take me in and let the doctor make sure my incision had healed up or something. He didn't know that he'd done it before. This is up on Edgewood Terrace. I don't know why we were acting up, but we did. This one's so pretty that I think it's another one I'd be framed and put out in the toilet.
Where would we at down here?
What's Main Street,
Right,
Hot
Main
Springs?
Street in Hot Springs.
Oh, yeah, on the wall. There.
Yeah, we were going together then. Just before we was married.
Is that front of the old Chevy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see the fenders are bent.
Yeah. And this is Ed and I. We were in Utah. I don't remember exactly where it was taken. And this one's in Utah. Ed and I at Christmas. Huh? I don't remember when either one of them was taken.
It's in the house there in Midvale, isn't it, that one?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that wallpaper, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And this was our lovely home that we started out in. First it was just this part, just one room, and then Ed built this back here, and we had a bedroom back there. And there's the toilet.
We had a cradle back there.
Yeah, we had a cradle in there. We had a wood, and then there was an oil heater in here that boiled over every now and then, got hotter now. And that's Kathy and Linda and Fred out at Alcova when we first moved to Wyoming.
Dale's trailer.
Yep, that's Dale's trailer behind them. And this was our trailer in Green River. That's Lyle
That's that
and
little one.
me and Kathy and Fred and a dog of some kind that we owned.
Studebaker and a Pontiac.
Our old Studebaker and Lyle's Pontiac.
There's the mansion, 8 wide, what, 30?
What's he holding there? Must be Tana, isn't it, or is it Bev?
And that trailer'd have to be Bev.
It'd have to be Bev, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's Ed holding Porky.
Gene's daughter.
This was our house in Midvale. Damn near missed getting the house, but got the street pretty good. This is our house in Hot Springs. It's changed a little in the life since we moved here, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Quite a little.
You can't even find the house now. There's so much brush in front of it. And that's where I worked in the Micah house in Custer back in 1946, 45, 46. Then I worked for Kathy. I don't know what I did because I never did figure out what the hell I was doing in there, but
7-Eleven.
she told me all the prices, and then they'd bring it up there, and I couldn't remember the price, so I'd ring up whatever I felt like. She didn't know that.
God, now I know why we were short.
That's why you run out of money.
I never could they'd bring that up there, and I couldn't think of the price, so I figured, well, whatever.
I hope you overcharged.
I did a lot of times, I think. Oh, and that's such a nice picture I took of Ed and Fred. I didn't want Ed's face to show because he was so dirty. And this is him working in the clothing room up at the VA in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I don't know who took that picture, do you?
No.
Oh.
That must have been Green River, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's in Green River when they were pouring concrete.
And that's been setting forms.
Yeah, and that's you setting forms here. They built that school in Green River, Wyoming. Worked for Wright Essel and Lowe Company. Clyde Henderson. Jesus criminy, Margie, you finally remembered his name because you just read it. They never even mentioned you guys' name on there, did they? That's Kathleen, our firstborn, in December of 1948. She wasn't very big. Just exactly what day that was taken. And there's me with Kathy. Only that's
Good looking lady.
in Kansas City, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, that's just before we left Kansas City. And this is Kathy. She had a chocolate cookie running down her face. She still likes chocolate. There's Kathleen on her first days of school over here. There's Kathleen. And there's Kathleen throwing a fit because she didn't want a new dress. She hated that dress. I think she hated it every time I put it on her. And there's Kathy taking a bath in her sink, Grandma's sink on Edgewood Terrace. That was her favorite place to sit. There's Kathy with her new boots that Grandpa bought, red boots that Grandpa bought for her. He saved his money and bought them. This is Kathy. Looks probably all ready for school the way it looks. But this, I think, is for Easter.
Well, it's 9th grade
Is
graduation.
that the 9th grade graduation?
Those are the shoes Mrs. B bought me.
Oh, because you had a hat on. I thought it was probably Easter.
Yeah.
So them's the shoes that she bought you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And this is Kathy with her first birthday cake. That's a fun Edgewood Terrace. October 14th and December 14th and 52. Let's see, where were we in 52? We were in Wyoming. That looks like that's up on Edgewood Terrace.
Well, we come over here about every week.
Well, that sure looks like it, doesn't it?
I don't know.
And this is Kathy. Looks like maybe it might have been her birthday. Looks
Yep,
like
there's my finger paints.
Yeah, we had a dog, didn't we? Always had a damn dog around.
Tell them where those finger paints are, Mother.
Well, they got through out on the road between Casper and Guernsey. They went out the window of the car. They never came back.
Fell out, huh?
Yep, they fell out. Let's see, there's Kathy. Must be ready for school there. First grade, probably. There's Kathy. She's probably ready. Looks like. I wish I'd have put dates on these, but I didn't. And there's Kathy with her, probably her 15th or 16th birthday cake.
Don't know.
There's Kathy all dressed up.
I think that one was my birthday too. That's that year we didn't put the tree up. We hung the ornaments on the screen.
Oh, that's what them are. Okay.
I was really unhappy at you about that.
Well, we finally put a tree up. There's Kathleen and her mother. I don't know where in hell it's at, but that's us. And there's Kathleen and her father. Where's that at?
Here?
Here, right here in this house, isn't it? Well, I thought, geez, that looks like it's in here. There's Kathy with her first birthday cake. She wanted to take a chunk out of it, and her grandma Lumen didn't think that was appropriate. And this is Ed and me and Kathy out in Vallejo. It was taken when we took Gertie back to Vallejo. Damn, we were good looking couple, weren't we?
Yeah, we changed a little.
Skinny as hell and good looking. God dang, what happened to us? And there's Fred.
Pedro.
And that's Derby holding me behind there.
Leela's husband at the time.
This was taken out in Vallejo. And this is Fred the year he got his pop gun. That was down in the vet's housing down in Hot Springs, and that's Kathy and Ed in that picture. And this is Fred and Bim and his dog Bimbo and his Easter basket and his baseball bat and his ball. And that's up in Buffalo, Wyoming.
And a tile.
Yep, even had a necktie on. There's Fred and his dad, and that was up in Buffalo, Wyoming.
Pedro needs what? Yeah?
That looks like out at in Mills.
I couldn't wonder if that is in the Mills. I don't know. There's Fred and Tana, but I don't know where that was taken either. And this is Fred up on Edgewood Terrace on his first birthday. And this is Fred with the mighty gun. He still got it. No, he gave it to David. How come you haven't got one of him doing this?
I was careful.
There's Freddie on his first birthday in his new jeans and hat and coat.
Check out those rolled up pants.
Yes, aren't they neat? And there's Ed and his son Fred. That's taken in the trailer there in West Valley. And this is Ed and Fred, me and Kathy, and that was taken in Vallejo. And this is me and my brother Jack and Fred and Kathy, and that was taken up on Edgewood Terrace, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know where this one was taken, but this is, boy, them good-looking people. There's Ed and me and Kathy and Fred. He's pretty little. I don't think he can even stand up alone yet, the way it looks. We probably was heading out for the week long. Because I know what I had on. I had on that bright green skirt and that white blouse.
Maybe we just come home.
Oh, we might have just come in. It might have just been sunrise. We did that quite. There's Ed with his two children, Kathy and Fred, and that's taken up in Custer when he was working in Houston Jewelry.
The good old 36 Chevy.
Yep, down there at Harry Grass's place. And this is Fred and Kathy in the blue and white checked outfits that I made for them that Easter that we lived here in Hot Springs before we left here. And this is such good-looking people. I don't know how in the hell.
It was Sunday Drive.
Yeah, well, on a Sunday drive down by Green River. We went out on a lot of them. We still do. That's Ed and Kathy and Fred. I don't remember exactly where it's at, but that looks like the Studebaker, so it must have been when we was going to church that day. There in Green River, because that looks like the Studebaker behind you.
Might have been.
That's me and Kathy and Fred and Lyle and one of Roberta's kids on a picnic out of Casper a little ways. And I don't know what Fred's doing, I can't tell, but whatever it is, it looks funny.
He was enjoying it, looked like.
It looks like whatever it was, everybody was enjoying it, so. Wonder how come Bert didn't get in that picture.
She came some.
And there's me and Kathy with that old pickup we had. I'm not sure where that was. That almost looks like it might be down here in Hot Springs. There's me and Corky and Kathy and Fred, and that's taken in Green River. That's our new trailer behind us there.
That's where the road goes now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just before they came and took her. There's Ed and Kathy on a horse up at Legion Lake. Sylvan Lake. Yeah. There's Fred on a horse. There's Kathy. I imagine that's her grandmother holding her hand. That's up at Sylvan Lake. Well, you guys had fun that day. There's Fred and Kathy all dressed up for some damn reason. Kind of cute. There's Ed and Margie and Kathy and Fred, and that's a Christmas. That's some mother's someplace. I don't know exactly which house. And there's Fred and Kathy down at Green River playing in that wagon that we went to.
Salt Lake.
We went to Salt Lake and bought it at Sears store in Salt Lake. Because you kids wanted a wagon, so one Saturday we drove to Salt Lake and bought it for you.
There's some good looking kids.
Yeah, good looking little devils, aren't they? And that's Fred and Kathy. They must be taken in Green River again. We took a lot of pictures down there, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's Grandma Lumen and Kathleen and Fred. I'm not sure where that, but it almost looks like it could be at that vet's housing again, doesn't it? No, there's no fence behind them. I'm not sure where that one is. And there's Mom Taggart, and Mom Lumen, and Kathy and Fred, and that's at Sylvan Lake. And we had that big picnic up there. There's Kathy and Fred on their first airplane ride out at the airport in Hot Springs, South Dakota. And there's Tana Renee when she's a baby, and there's when she was learning to walk. And there's Kathy and Tana, and there's Bev and Corky when they lived beside us there in Mills. They didn't stay very long. And there's Fred and Kathy and Tana. They liked her when she was that little. They didn't like her when she got big. There's Tana. That's in Mills. And there's Tana holding Edward. She adored him from the word go. And there's Kathy holding Tana and Fred holding Kimberly out at the airport in Hot Springs, South Dakota.
And Fred couldn't be Fred holding Kimberly.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
See? And here Fred's holding Tana, and Kathy's holding Kimberly, and that's here in Hot Springs. She hated her picture taken, and she bawled every time you got a camera
Yeah,
close to
that's
it.
what.
God, she hated her to have a picture taken. There's Grandpa. There's Dad and Tana in the swing someplace. I don't know where it's at. And that's me with Tana. We lived in Mills, Wyoming. There's Tana when I used to put her hair up in pin curls. And there's Kathy and Tana. These are all in Mills. There's Tana. I don't know why she's got a hat on, but that's with Mills. That's Tana, but it must be after we moved to Utah, isn't it? Yeah,
Mhm.
no, it is. Table there in that first trailer we had with her birthday cake. And there's Kathy and Fred Kathy's holding Tana. There's Tana with her first birthday cake. There's one of Kathy and Fred and Tana and her first birthday cake. And this one they were all dressed up for some damn reason, but hard to tell why. Kathy and Fred and Tana. There's Tana. Oh, she's all dressed up again. Even got her hair fixed pretty. I don't look too bad.
You're cute little sport.
Yes, she was a cute little sport. And there's Kathy and Fred and Tana at Fred's 99th graduation. And they were sitting on the couch in the trailer. Fred never would have a studio picture taken. There's Kathleen and her graduation from Valley High.
Granger.
Granger Hut. And there's Fred and his graduation. There's Tana and her graduation from drugs. You didn't want that on there, did you? Huh?
I don't care.
Well, that's the time she came home and her arms was all tracks.
Yeah, but that wasn't right.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
I can cut
You
things.
can delete that.
Cut that out, because then I'll let you.
This is a no comment page.
No comment. There's Kathleen and Jay with her first husband. And Edward's father.
Got space for another now.
Who became a father to all of her children, which was pretty good, because it was quite a deal taking over 4 of them. There's Fred and Catherine, his first wife. They had 2 children, David and Margie. There's Fred and Kathy Jo, his second wife. And they had a little girl named Audrey Jo. And there's Fred and his third wife with Joni.
We're waiting.
We're waiting to see what happens with this one, but I hope all works out good for them. And there's Tana and Jake and Kathy, and I don't know who that is, and that's the minister. That marriage lasted 6 days, and he beat the hell out of her.
That's the first one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's her first husband. There's Tana and Gary, her second husband. He never beat her, but I don't think they got along very good because it only lasted about a month. A little over a month, I guess. I don't think he was ever mean to her, but they just didn't get along. And there's Tana and Eric. And they have...
It's her third husband.
That's her third husband. They have 3 children. Dylan, Jessica, and Chris. Okay.
And that's Dylan in the picture.
Yeah, that's Dylan in the picture with them. And there's Tana with her fourth husband, Dave. We've never seen him. We've never met him. And he beat the hell out of her, too. I don't know who's with them. I think it said that's Dave's sister and mother, if I remember right.
And they have.
And there's...
You forgot Corinne.
And there's Kathy and her dad and his first grandchild, Edward. And he was in the VA hospital at the time, and Edward was only about, 3 days old, 4 days old?
About that.
And there's me with our first grandson, Edward, who was the best baby in the world. And there's me with Edward at the trailer court there in West Valley, Granger. And there's Edward and Grandpa. Looks like they're cutting up some meats, what it looks like. Looks like Edward's really helping Grandpa. And there's Edward and Grandpa smoking these pipes. All the kids like Grandpa's pipes. And there's Pa and me on our 25th wedding anniversary at Kathy's house down in
West Jordan.
West Jordan. They had a nice party for us that day down there.
Much smaller than you're going to get this time.
Well, it's all right. Let's see, where are we at here? Cut wood, but where are we at? That's what I can't figure out.
No.
This one I don't know where we're at. This one we're up in the Uintas camp, and I know where we're at there. No, we ain't. That's when we went on that trip, and we're just out of Carson City, and we stopped out there and ate.
Lunch.
Maybe ate
Sat
lunch.
and watched the cars go
Sat and watched the cars go into Carson City and gambled. And this is Grandpa and Edward up in the mountains building campfires. They had a lot of fun doing that. We started Edward as a firebug. There is me with the only deer I ever killed. It was sure a pretty one. And there's Ed with my deer. We still got the horns to it. And here is an antelope that Ed killed, and Fred was so excited that in one other picture he ran over and jumped right on it and wanted to help Daddy clean the antelope. He was sure he could do it just as good as his dad could. And that's in Wyoming. Let's see, and there's Grandpa climbing a tree. up in the high Uintas because all the kids was scared. So Grandpa, he went ahead and climbed it and got up there, and then they still wouldn't climb it though. All the kids, David and Donald and Travis were scared to death of that, climbing that tree. And here we are with some fish we caught up in Buffalo, Wyoming. We caught some big ones up there. That's me with the fish, and here's Ed and Kathy and Fred with the fish. Let's see. That's Ed. We thought there was a beehive in there, and him and Susie went down there and tried to burn it out, but there wasn't nothing in there when they got in there. And here's me and Ed and Leela and Fred with fish that we caught up at Strawberry?
Strawberry.
Yeah. And here's Kathy and Fred. And they're on some of our vacations. There's Ed going into Oklahoma, and me going into New Mexico. There's me going into Oklahoma, and Ed going into New Mexico. God, that's exciting. I wonder where North Conchita Pat, old gun. It's in Colorado, isn't it? That's where that one was taken. It was pretty up in there. There's Ed going into Colorado. And there's me when they took me into Texas, and that's the worst goddamn state in the whole world. I ain't going back there. And there's Arizona, and I ain't going back there. That's Ed going into Arizona, and that's Ed going into Texas. And this is when we took Edward to Colorado with us that time. He had a lot of fun that day. That time. He was a good kid over there. And there's Ed with his catfish he caught on the Jordan River when they told us we could catch some big catfish down there. We went down and stayed all night and all day and all another night, and that's the only fish he caught. And this is Ed catching Fred's fish when he threw it to him in Hot Springs. That's how he caught the big fish.
That's how I caught that one.
Nuts. Let's see, and there's Ed and Margie and Tana and Fred and Kathy in Hot Springs at the reunion we had down here. Fred and Jolynn and Lance. And these are Tana's kids, and Ed and Fred's girl. This is Dylan and Jessica and Chris and Audrey Joe. But I don't remember where that was taken.
It was out by my house.
Or was it? Okay. I remember. There's Ed with his two grandsons when they graduated from high school, David and Lance. That was taken out from the Black Hawk. And there's Ed and me and our grandchildren, Edward and Lance and Fred and Julian. That was taken at our house here in Hot Springs. There's Tana taken back in Cleveland. And there's Eric and Dylan. That was taken back in Cleveland. Dylan's our grandson, but Eric's our ex. And there's Jessica. And that was taken back in Cleveland. And there's Chris and Karina. And there's that's who is that? I don't know. Is that Chris?
I think Karina.
I think it is too. And this is little Karina. We've never seen her. But she's a pretty little thing. There's Tana, and she's married to Eric, and he's holding Jessica, and she's holding Chris, and Dylan's standing in front. Well, this is Tana and Eric, and they're down in Colorado when he was playing at Edward's wedding. Very nice. There's little Audrey Joe. That's taken in Salt Lake someplace. this is kind of cute. David and Margie. They were all dressed up. That's probably taken over in Douglas, Wyoming, I suppose. There's David and Penny and Josh. And they're going to have a new baby. About time. And there's Fred and Angela with his first wife. And there's Edward and... Well, it's his first one. Isn't it his first one?
Yes.
Okay, and there's Edward and his second wife, Papa.
We didn't get a first one on him.
She's a sweet little thing. And there is Josh and Amanda. That's Josh is David's little boy, and Amanda is Margie Lynn's. And there's Josh and Brianna. This is David's boy, and this is Margie's little girl. She's a rip snorter from the word go. Oh, let's see. That's the picnic up at Sylvan Lake again. That's Alice, Maxine. That looks like Dale.
Yeah.
There's Mother Lumen. And there's Vivian Taggart. There's Mom Taggart. I can't tell who the others are. I can't tell who the rest are. We had quite a bunch up there that day. We had a lot of fun.
That must be over an inch with terrace. It is.
Yeah, but who's with me here?
I can't tell.
Oh, got their face covered up. I covered their face up anyway.
Who's that woman that Jack was going with about that time? Patsy or something like
I
that?
don't believe that's Pat. But it could possibly be. It's me and Kathy and our Studebaker behind us. There's me and Megan and Kathy and that great Studebaker that we just couldn't do without. We had a lot of fun. That's
Mom
why
loved it so much when they brought it home.
that was on. Yeah, I was so mad when he brought it home. I could have killed him. But it sure did run good, didn't it, honey?
Yeah.
And there's my father, and my brother, and my mother, and my sister Megan, my husband Edward, my son Fred, my daughter Kathy, and me in Buffalo. We were in Buffalo, Wyoming. Had an Easter. We had Easter dinner over there. They all came over for our Easter. And here is my
4 lumens.
sisters, Agnes and Megan and Jack and me. And I think that's taken up at Jack and Joyce's house, isn't it? No, it's taken in Agnes and Mel's house up there in Custer, is where it was taken. Oh, and there's another good one. There's Mom and Mom Taggart. And that's Addie, isn't it?
It's Minnie, ain't it?
That's Minnie, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's Kathy and me and Fred and Ed. Oh, it is Minnie, because there's Dale and he's holding Vernon.
Yeah. Where the hell was we at?
They're on your mother's porch there in Pringle. Let's see, this is me and Mom Taggart, but I don't know what the deal is there. Looks like Kathy's in the car here. It looks like her in the car there. But I don't know why. Or where. Your dad's sister that passed away. And me and Mom Taggart and taken up here in Chautauqua Park in Hot Springs, South Dakota. And there is Fan again and my sister Megan and me. That was taken up here in Chautauqua Park. We pulled our dresses up and went wading. We had a lot of fun that day. And here's, let's see, that's Addie and Ed and Joe and Al and Gertie taken in Joe's house in Custer, South Dakota, just before, about 3 or 4 months before Joe passed away.
And that's all she wrote.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you didn't have to spend that much.
Well, you got to take pictures of my
Thank you.
grandbaby.
Oh my gosh. That is neat. Thank you very
I told you to open it first.
Is that?
I says, that's why I told them to open it first.
Camcorder each other.
What you got?
The massager cushion.
Will like work in the truck?
It's got the. So she got me a little tiny picture of the dogs playing pool. And so she got me the big one.
Oh,
Friend.
kind of money.
A new snow blower.
Well, it's a snow broom. It's not a blower.
Treasure Island. That's cool.
Even orange too. Yep.
I think people want Angela to cook.
Vinegar. I know, is this like a clue? Purple basil. That is neat. Small basket with it set down on the counter.
Is it cooking stuff or is it bad stuff?
No, it's cooking. It's vinegars. Pepper, herb, and purple basil.
Poor Angela's got to cook this year.
I know.
Now that she's a mother.
You gotta learn how to
Gotta
cook
learn
for
how
the
sometime.
I knew what that was. They got those at Best while I was there. Yeah. So it's from Papa and Edward and Jolynn.
Well, I thought the same thing I give him, you just use the box and just put something else in it.
What is it? Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, I could.
Well, that's what it felt like.
my book and menthol items in the glove box too. You want to grab that for me? Say something, Mother.
Say something. What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
You couldn't even see me.
I could almost see you.
Huh?
I could almost see you.
Well, I'm going to take my dad a news every night.
Here's my dad having a little nap before he goes to bed.
What?
We have pictures from last Thanksgiving like this. Forget how to use it.
Oh, you knothead.
That's on tape, you know.
Right, everything you say.
Well, I guess the biggest one, when Dad told me that.
Lila's name?
And my name.
Oh, and Nick.
Who did?
Nikki's
Yours
is that
is here though,
one. It's that
hon.
big one, Nikki.
Got a toothpick in my mouth.
See, what do you like? How to ask.
It's got that tape flashing thing again. It's got the tape flashing again. I might take it in and have it up to Waxman's.
Oh, well.
There's still something else on my client by Valentine's.
Oh, Evan, new shoes.
Oh, why?
Go to town shoes. Thank you.
New town shoes.
Those will look good with the tux.
Huh?
They'll look good with the tux.
Oh, he's ignoring you, one or the other.
One of those monkey suits.
He said that'll look good with a tuxedo.
Monkey suits. Yeah. Oh, now I understood what the...
Yeah, that's what
You're
I
not
said.
second to the
He
old
didn't hear you or he's ignoring you, one or the other.
Becky's been around you too long.
Get it, Graham.
Where's the garbage bag?
Oh, down on that old stove.
Pull me back out.
Sitting by the knee freezer.
Oh,
Oh, your name?
well, it could be.
You change it real quick.
Right.
Mom, are those dads from the hospital?
No, it should say
To
grandma's.
Grandma, oh, there, I can see it when I hold it like, that's what I did. To Grandma D, love, Rick, Lila, Jeff, and Shannon.
Whoa, I wasn't even last for once.
You was even asked for once?
No, it wasn't last
Last.
for once.
Oh,
Not like I've always been an afterthought.
oh, my land. Thank
You
you.
left the price tag on.
What isn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
I
We
think
left
I
the price tag
crossed
on
that
half of my
Oh,
presents
that's just
too.
from here.
Oh, sheet iron. Huh? Do I have to take it out?
No, no.
It's supposed to be a hint how much you're supposed to spend on.
Who it's from, it means it's from the Lila house.
It's a big box of spare batteries.
Does that say in one of the little paper rolls?
That's
Spare spark plug.
Spare parts and wires.
Oh,
It's got jumper cables.
It's from scratch.
It's jumper cables.
From Jeff.
Oh, excuse me.
No, because if it was from me, it would be jumper cables.
Never have too many.
So you can have too many.
What's up the damn?
I can have too many.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, she's gonna run out of film before you get that thing open.
There's more cassette tapes.
And we're watching this later. Boy, is this boring.
This is an editorial.
He doesn't even have the funny hat this year.
Yeah, that's what I said. Well,
Oh.
all right, little kid.
Taxes.
Taxes.
Now he's gonna rip the box, he can't get it.
So,
Ooh, that's
Oh, boy.
A town sweater.
Good job, Ed.
town sweater.
thank you.
Store, wasn't it?
The 1 penny. Oh,
That
nickel.
is nice.
The
Very
99-cent store.
Thank you, thank you.
Long story.
Yeah.
It was a hot Hollander that day.
Who comes next in line?
I think it's Alan Lee.
Eleanor, have a go.
All right, we'll skip him then.
Then it's Mary.
It'd be Rick.
Show off
Mary.
your shirt.
Rick.
Mary. Mary.
You have your name?
Rick.
Mary.
They aren't in on name drawing.
On Lyle.
We had to find out the answer.
To Mary from my lovely
Oh, they got
sister.
Some of the fridge you can open.
What do you say?
He picked
Said
up your
no,
bowl
they're
and
a
said,
cup.
no, this is a cup.
Thank you, Lila Mae.
No, shut up. I'm like trying to explain what he said.
All
Shut
right.
up. I'm like, fine.
Harry's next.
I heard you, hon. I helped you.
Rick from Lyle.
Oh, God.
Ranger Bond.
Lyle.
You being nasty?
Single stick.
Well, there was sticker on it, so I stick
Oh,
this.
yes, there is. Just follows instructions.
She's a sticker.
I just put a little dab.
Well, thank you very, very much.
You buying the beer
She
tonight?
even got her hand caught in the
Yeah,
pot.
there's
Get
Ben.
that.
Shannon Art.
I can't. Don't pick it up without holding the bottom. No.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Is that beer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sioux
Brewing
Brewery.
Company. Oh,
You know, way
Look at
down
the other
on
part
the
in there.
Phillips and-
There's a thing in
What
there.
is
Tell
it?
you all about it.
What did that building used to be?
Like
the cheese sandwich.
It's a joke. Fair enough. Here, on this thing, it tells all about the beers.
Oh, does it? Okay.
What was in that building
the
gift
glass.
out? I don't know what that
I didn't say Sioux Falls Brewing on it.
Yeah, Lindsay was.
Where's
in
that at?
Like that, yeah.
Downtown.
They were
Take care. I'll show you
wholesaling
where
for
it's
plumbing and stuff.
Right across, well,
Thank you,
right
Shannon.
across the street.
Yep.
We went
Now we
to-
gotta open this at the same time?
We went to that brewery when
No,
we were
you said
down
almost
in
from the
the
front.
down.
Down, wow,
Which one
where's
did we
that?
do?
Ian Scott.
Oh, yeah, Danny.
It's not too far.
Spaghetti works used to be.
Scott.
Oh,
It's a smaller jar that's about that round and about that
She got the
tall.
thing to brew.
Oh, I thought they said theirs, is that a half a gallon?
It'll stay
That
10
lazy.
days
When
in
she
the
gets done
fridge.
driving, the seat's usually too hard.
Better get
On,
Alan
on,
tonight.
and then once you open it, you should drink it.
As soon as possible.
Fairly soon.
Well, just open it and drink it.
Oh, I wonder where that is.
It's an old Milwaukee.
You guys,
How many days does it have left
you
there?
got me.
I just bought it yesterday.
Where are they?
Oh, so it's got 9 days in
You
the
don't
fridge.
ship off every other
Well,
couple
that's a
hours
lot.
or 3 hours?
I got mice. shell.
Your shell.
I got mine.
You and I get it.
When I wanted to fly when I was at the
And I thought of that, I had the
as a
guy stick it in there and I thought, what if they dusted it? Nope, see?
Where did
It's
you
supposed to
get
have
that?
scratches and stuff,
Yeah, it's supposed to have like a
Antique.
rugged look to it.
but it's new. It's not.
Oh,
an
did you
antique.
make it?
I thought, but no.
It is an antique.
See,
No.
they didn't dust the top.
It's alright, it ain't right.
How does
They'll
this
never know the
look?
difference. If you
They made it to look like that then.
Next time we go to Nikki's, we'll
No,
see if
no,
it's
no.
done.
Yeah. Jeff can go, oh, you didn't dust here, Nick.
So that's where we go back there and eat.
Most cases, it's
Some guys that got rigs, they can do 100 miles an hour
And she'll think, my
and do
God,
that.
really
You know,
good
they
for your
got
string.
to do a hell of a lot of lying backwards, you know, compared to what we just.
I knew this.
Oh,
I knew that.
Who had, oh, Alan,
No, Dad's been into these really
Yeah,
hard
that I
ones
need.
lately.
You, Robert.
Horseshoes.
what size do you wear?
2 buckles. What size boats do you get? I think we guessed maybe a little big.
But to go over big shoes.
What kind of-
Underneath them,
Says
Dad.
on the box.
I think it
12s.
said 12.
Those don't even fit over my feet.
They can be too big?
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't remember.
They probably
I
fit my
don't know
boots.
either.
Well, you can
By the time you
charm
put
it,
your
then I'll
boots-
It's Mom and Dad from Ellen and Kathy.
One of those beer bottle.
Oh, 2-year new wall. 4-year new wall. 2-year new wall.
Have to teach her how to clean again. She's in the new house.
Shave it.
Oh my word!
Ma.
A door knocker.
Ah.
Now you
door?
need a new door.
The door words it says on it.
Well, that's neat.
That's neat.
Well, I thought they just had the
She said.
Go, Scott.
pool cue going, yeah.
That's what Scotty said it was.
What? You and I should eat cereal out here more often.
What?
Yes, sir.
Is that your cereal bowl?
Wow.
Not so heavy. You don't make it so sticky and gooey.
Oh.
Who was that, Shannon?
Oh.
Boy, she want me to come and get her.
No, what is it?
What?
You want me to come and get
That's
her?
the one I wanted
she's
to buy
coming
and they
out.
were
She can
all
drive
out
herself.
of.
What is it?
Oh, you found that?
She just said I'd come and get her.
First Christmas.
Call her back.
Oh,
What
She's
is
probably
it?
already
Our
gone.
first Christmas together.
Alan and I'll go get her.
it's a plate.
Can you
It's
believe
those
that, Dick?
little people I collect.
Oh, the Kim Anderson things.
That's cute.
See, that's her. That's her. Alan and I'll go get her.
First Christmas together, 1996.
Hello.
Thank you, Lala. You're such a doll.
Where was I
Okay,
yesterday?
Grandpa. Back to
Back
Grandpa.
in the hospital.
Must be because Grandma's on the phone.
I guess
turn,
we just
Grandpa.
go grab Grandma again.
Shannon and
This
Jeff.
afternoon.
Oh,
In there somewhere.
Nikki.
Why did you tell me that?
Don't talk to her.
Oh, yeah. And then also, Lionel Carroll.
Oh, you got me a really nice box.
Really? That's scam. You did that.
Sorry, honey.
All
Did
the
I get that
sound of the
box
heart,
last year?
another net.
I get passed down.
Not that it did brain
They're
waves.
reusing my box.
The result of that is
You're using this box.
They're using my boxes.
I'm taking my blood pressure, laying down.
Oh, a new
and
pound
then
shirt.
sitting up. Well, from laying
Thank
down,
you.
sitting up, it was back a few
Oh, I said
to the back of my foot.
You guys are like, open your Jeff. I said, no, I'm not.
Which is grandma.
you want a town shirt or a country one?
That's just my
Like, how where you got that far?
That's
it.
and that, and
Oh.
what you say.
When it's closed, because that's all Grandma gives.
Mom, where did you guys find Well, that's obvious. This has got my name.
Oh, she was funny.
That shoe size.
You stood up straight, you go, oh.
This box got
And
used over
then,
here.
so she grabbed me, and she had her mom. Well, they just, I
Boxes
took
are
all
always
this out
full.
and said, Mom, you think you're just
Should just
keeping
keep
them
the same
calling
boxes every year because they have our names on them.
When I was a she, yeah, it was over at Rick and I's.
Little lounging suit.
Did you,
Oh, yeah,
Shannon?
we didn't get home.
You gonna call her back?
Dad
Let her
was
know
so
what she's
upset.
still
I
pretty
think-
Oh,
Little sleeper.
Ellen, I'll go get her.
Oh, and Timberwolf shoulder.
Who's that from?
When I opened my eyes,
Grandpa.
not Nikki was holding Mary was holding just like this Roger been Russell when he
What?
She goes around
Don't
the
stretch
kitchen,
'em out.
faces everybody's beer.
Now they're gonna be too big for him.
I know.
I don't think so.
Scratch crickets.
You like it?
Oh! Camera shake. Kathy likes to shake.
You know, and this
Don't
camera
turn
takes
around.
this
Turn
camera
around.
takes all that shake out to it. Doesn't put it in there.
Well, the other day, Harry goes, I give you a Snuggie, said if you get a hold
Okay,
of the
Grandpa,
front
now
end
it's
of
back
that,
to you.
you know,
That's
I was well, good thing to do.
Another pair of shoes.
long, yeah.
Clown shoes, the long ones.
Walking on snow.
we asked them, they had one jersey, is all they had.
Yeah, well, you guys.
New set of chains for the
Come
pickup.
on, Dad.
Yeah, she is.
Lyle and Mary.
What are you looking for?
Kathy's got you on
Warm up?
tape.
Neat box.
That was Amelia. She was, where were you yesterday?
I was in a damn hospital, okay?
All right.
Amelia. She
Where
tried
were
call
we
up here.
supposed to be yesterday? What'd she say?
This
Oh,
was,
she's calling the wrong
Well, she
place.
said,
that was a good box
I
there.
don't know.
Take for his phone.
And she said, well, I'm sure she
Not
had
done
to
yet.
stay in the hospital.
I was in the bar. She didn't know who I was, so I didn't know who it was. I said, this Shannon. Oh, was Leah there? Yeah. I don't know, she acted like she did.
Must be food.
You
Down,
suppose, Scotty?
Do that or it's hickory.
This here pulls out, don't it, this way?
Yeah, hold that out.
Oh, look.
Oh, look at there.
There's supper.
Snuggies.
There's some sandwich meat.
Truck food. Yeah.
Hide
We
it-
can have not
hide it in the
just
rest
a
area.
cheese sandwich, beer, we can have
Beer,
meat.
meat, and cheese.
Yeah,
Bear meat cheese.
What else do you need?
Battery
Thank you.
That's gotta be a beer. What it is.
It's a fishing rod.
It's a fishing rod.
It's either that or
Okay, it could be a pool cue.
Grandpa told you what it was to begin with.
I know.
Oh.
Should I dare come do with this?
I think it's a 20.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Is that right?
Close enough.
Well, you can take it back. I just got it at Shields. I didn't know. Okay.
No, that's fine.
He'll have a, instead of the back of his, the window in his back window, he'll, instead of a gun rack, he'll have a
Pool
pool.
cue rack. No bar
And a
hopping.
beer holster.
And a beer holster.
And levels in here is
How about a
government.
ball rack?
Now, wow.
Who had your name there?
What?
Who had your name?
No.
What's my name?
That's from,
Shannon.
that's from you, that's from you. That's the one I wrapped for you.
This is
okay.
from Cameron, one of the kids,
Oh,
whoever.
okay.
Have her name.
A tree skirt. Thank you, Grandma. I like that one. Isn't that cute, honey?
Yeah.
Where does this?
You make that?
Put it over your head, Nick. No way, Nick. That'd never fit around your waist. Kathy, you got that?
I have.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
There we go. Now you can go sing in the choir.
It's actually just a large bib.
Can I just sit here and
Oh,
right here? I have to say.
Please don't say.
It's a large bib, so when she can eat.
Now, Mary, put those Timberwolf pants on. You need to stand together.
I kind of feel like a linebacker when I put my arms up.
Okay, Grandpa, back to you.
When
Never watched that show. They had 5 women on it.
Oh, boy, that's got
No, that's
stick 'em,
from
stick 'em.
Yeah, that one's from
Oh.
me, Grandpa. That's
not
from
too
me and
sharp,
Scott.
but-
You suppose it's safe for me to use?
Well, I don't know, it's not very sharp.
That's from
Go
you.
ahead and open, I'm just
Grandma.
trying to get this.
What?
Huh?
Grandpa.
Go ahead, Grandpa.
Now, what are you doing playing with knives?
Here,
So Grandpa, that's from us.
That's
It
from
ain't
us.
very sharp,
Put the other one on.
did you say?
So they
Yeah,
tell me
it's not
like-
too sharp.
Just kind of watch where you're poking there, lady. You need some help there?
Got taters. You got some taters.
Know what it is, taters?
Yeah,
I just said.
taters.
Wow.
That's what I just said.
Quick taters.
Quick taters.
Quick taters.
Yo, look inside.
Go throw them in the freezer quick so they'll thaw out.
So that makes sense.
You better get your beer and cheese sandwich in the fridge.
What the hell are quick
We're
taters?
waiting for that prime rib to come
Oh,
stop
the
on
front
there.
flips up. Same
I
type
better
of
put this
box.
out
Right there.
before I cut
Those
There you
tricky
go.
ones again.
I don't like taters.
I kind of wonder how come it said keep frozen.
Gotta keep that outside.
What'd you get, Dick? Well, you got a shirt.
Town shirt.
Yeah, Down shirt.
Flannel town
Oh,
shirt.
golly, this is
Thank
all
you.
wrapped, which is that you can push it underneath. I think ours
Oh
is
yeah,
too
I
close.
just say I got one at home.
For your house,
Yours is that
That I got
that
years
you
ago.
that bottom
Yeah, that's
underneath.
a good
You
kid.
got another one there?
Says what?
Just wait.
From Dan and Doris.
That one?
Grandma and mom.
Oh, you want that one?
Oh, and this here,
Yes, Grandma.
this is yours.
For the last time you'll ever see it, so you better
Yeah,
hold on to it.
Put that back. I knew where it was.
Birthday present.
Oh,
That's pretty paper.
And you get it, Grandma, whatever it is.
Wow. It's cool, whatever it is.
I only got that knife again. Yeah, we better have that knife.
Don't give it to Graham.
I helped wrap that hammer.
Did you?
Yeah. That paper will last a lifetime.
Beautiful paper.
I see there's about a half roll of tape on it.
Had to. It's
Be careful. You're cutting
You
yourself
look dangerous, Mother, with that knife.
I was cutting away.
Well, you were kind of going like that.
You were swiping.
Sorry.
Kind of like his nose on his face. Where it is.
Oh, I just
I
was.
don't know.
Who's ready for a taste?
I don't like that big knife.
There you go, Graham.
Oh, Jeff.
That's you. It's not
We had
bizarre
cakes.
for.
Oh, my
It's
God.
It's a pale ale.
Pale ale, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that Rolling Rock is. Pale ale.
Lyle and Mary.
Nick tasted to see which one she thought you'd like.
Oh, I like
Wow.
Wow. Cough medicine time. Is that from Doris?
this?
You got a new
No,
town.
there's a dull dark one, Buffalo Stout.
Yeah. Oh, those are the good kind.
You got two of them.
With a town jacket.
Oh,
Pretty sure
yeah.
jacket.
that's pretty.
Lyle used all the tape.
He used all the leftover tape from Christmas wrapping to.
Hey, they don't come off when I take them.
I thought that was
Yeah, but
Doris.
he's gonna get tired halfway through and have to take a nap.
He used boxing tape.
What's that? That looks like a meat box.
Uh-oh. You help opening pallet?
Can you cut it?
What
Sure,
was
just,
that?
just pull it right there where it's
That was a poo.
wrinkled.
That's cute. Honey.
Could be.
Yeah, it is. Very.
Think that does it? What? That's the
Remember
top.
when we
There
looked
you
at him in
go.
the store?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, it is me. I'm sorry.
What?
I thought you had something
Hey.
wrong with the box.
We got a midnight snack now, huh?
Lean.
Where?
Lean.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
For heaven's
There's dinner tomorrow.
Besides,
Bring it on over anytime. I'm open.
doesn't,
Enough there for you and the Tetch family.
Ladies, limousine.
Is that limousine?
Get that.
Yes,
What?
limousine.
There.
Oh, is it?
We're back together there.
Down home gourmet.
Down home gourmet in Curie, Nebraska.
Hey, this is yours too.
Well, it's breakable.
There you go.
I see.
Now, he's got,
They look nice.
he's got cattle down in the.
I just thought you used the box.
Yeah, all kinds of them, don't you?
How the hell up?
It's all right. Like Grandpa.
He's got pig down in the.
I can roll that through.
Is that a lot?
There's a pool cue, Scott.
There it is,
What?
right there.
I know. That's what I said when I picked up. It's about the right size for pool cue.
This from Doris too?
That's from Dorothy, Dan, and Mark, and Don and Becky. And this is mine.
This is mine. Yes, ma'am. Nobody touch it, it's hers.
Means we can't borrow it, huh?
Evidently not, I guess.
You're all figured out, it'll be all right.
They give you some pretty nasty boxes, don't you? Here, pull
Dory
that out
has
there.
always been a taper.
There. No, it's called down
Shit.
home gourmet.
Okay, there's another layer of the lids.
Funny looking.
Well, you only got there you go. How do these people get these things?
More shirts.
That's a weird box for a shirt to come in.
Well, they're supposed to confuse you.
Oh my, that looks like
That's
a
That looks like a lot of
That
shirts.
looks like a jacket.
Oh, it's one of those lined flannels.
Oh, yeah.
That looks
Oh,
like a
heavy
Danny
one,
fishing
Grandma.
coat.
I think Danny wants you to
Fishing.
come fishing.
That's probably it.
Fish from the living room.
Ooh, that looks nice.
That
That's
looks
neat.
Oh, that's a pair of pajamas. What do they say?
I bet it's a big wooden stick.
A lump of coal.
So Grandma always used to tell me a big wooden stick.
Who's it from?
Well,
Oh, sure, Ruth, come on.
yeah, there she comes. Well, do you know what it is? Maybe it's a stick. Maybe it's a rock. Huh?
Sam, did you get one of your kids?
Yes, yeah, mine. And mine. Here's the box apart.
Get Uncle Al's knife.
Uncle Alan should save it till next Christmas. Did we have Dory wrap that? Everybody said, oh, wow, that'll fit me.
Turn around.
Mikey. No.
Nike. All right.
I think that's what you should do for you.
Was it last year? Yeah. Remember he made me take a picture with all his presents? Sat right there, and we stacked them all the way around.
Hamburgers. And who write your name, Tyler? Lila?
Lila. I'm sure that Rick went and got that for you too.
You sure look, it wasn't.
For the Chap Minnesota win. Tyler, that smells really good. I got some of that. It's smelling stuff. What?
Huh? Oh, Nikki opened her gift. We all opened our gift last night, other than you guys. Because they had a ball game, that's why we said it.
Who had your name, Kenny?
Mary.
We didn't get grab anything yet, because I didn't know what to get.
I got a feeling this is working.
Money's always good, isn't it, Dick?
From the kitchen of Leopold.
Well, that's neat. Now nobody can, well, that's all right, the shelf that I got from you, Lila, she called down to the yard, so the boys put it in a box, and I pulled it out, Lila goes, Shannon, you didn't dust it?
That's just where I ordered it from. It also has your name on the can, too.
Oh, you didn't do this yourself?
No, I never got around to getting it done.
Oh. Thank you.
You don't have to worry about who's is who.
Yeah, someone, was it your neighbor lady? Well, those girls brought something over in a pan.
And
Yeah.
Whatever your last name is.
I wonder why she put her chicken up over you. I think there's some of that silver stuff from when she did this.
Grandma, would that get confusing at the Wolf reunion? Your name's not Wolf, it's Dornerward now. All the wolves there.
Oh my God, she's spelled right. Thank you. And it's a 9/13, right? Them other two pans I got, they're not.
Patty, lay your perfume stuff down. Yeah. Lincoln has a head now.
You want a paring knife here, you call Alan.
It wasn't that big thing.
No, that's He's already got his big food.
Oh, God. Probably some clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they were gonna be big enough for the boys. That's the only size that we're trying to. But it's
Too big for your head?
Let's see the
It's too small.
I'm asking.
Alright, a Viking shirt.
Oh, a losing
That's the wrong package. This one is yours. And that is Cody.
Huh? How could it say my name on it?
This is Cody.
I know, that one was in that box.
What did it have on Lincoln? Was that Cody too?
I might have.
This is yours.
Grandma. Sweatshirt.
Careful with that box.
Well, you better fit them on, sister. There you go. We got,
Oh, you got some
you
more
got it down
socks.
too far. Yeah, there. That
Any
way.
underwear? I'm gonna stay.
No.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and Lila thought, I said, oh, I wonder if it's gonna be big enough for Ken.
Oh, that's
She said, I
pretty.
thought you were buying that for you, Mom. I said, no. I seen one lady walking through the store, and I said, oh, I said, that would be pretty.
That is pretty, I like that.
Oh, goodness.
Is yours gonna be too tight for you? What? Your stomach, yeah? See, you got a, it's got a mask.
Now you can rob 7-Elevens.
They're not the
Turn it the other way.
So this-
Cody, turn it the other way where the mask is.
well, no, you don't have to turn it inside out, the mask just pulls down.
That's so you guys can go out and scoop snow instead of saying.
I already did that.
Yeah, I've got to pack some socks and some underwear.
There you go.
I got some socks on.
Guys out there, they like that. There is.
Well, I kept watching for her.
Because I don't care. You just let me up and run. Right. Let me run. I keep stressing, I'll grow a line. Be big as Dad, won't you? Huh.
Really enjoy it.
What is so funny about this? What's so funny? I don't know about you and clothes. They're too big for you. They're too big for you. They are. They're too big for you. There comes that camera again, huh? Huh. 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 Look out! Look out! What? Look out! Get tired? Get tired? Tired? No?
About the time the no passing lane. This is Fred and Angela's first present from Jacob.
More dirty cards? Oh no. Get all of those?
Here's that Miss Hardy. Aw. Hold on.
Ooh, that looks like fun now. Jacob's favorite, it's a box.
Get you looking?
I know what it is. It's drums.
Look at it.
Jacob's drums.
How cute. What is that?
Play with them? Before the 25th.
Jacob.
Jacob. Hey.
It's not exactly the same, is it?
What are you sniffing for?
Angela goes. Thank you.
What, you smell it?
I didn't smell it when he was down here.
Oh, I smell it. It's here.
That made him smile.
No, he's kind of
Was that pretty sweet?
tag.
Let me get a hold of it, Dad.
Oh, damn it. Get you yourself.
Let go. Don't push. Don't push. You're pushing too hard. Well, you got some strong tennis shoes.
I picked his feet up to bring him forward.
Come on, let go. 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 Don't go that foot.
I got behind him, picked up both feet to move him forward.
Huh?
Get behind him, pick up both. Jacob. Jacob. Whoops, we're slipping, Grandpa. Don't do that on camera.
Hang on. Hang on. Check your gas. You and him.
Jake. Hi. Hi, bud. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. Back up. Back up.
Come on.
Put in reverse.
He's waving at you, Grandpa.
There you go. Say, get in there, Grandma. Show me how to do that.
Come on. Go forward again. There we go. Whoops. Now, Grandpa, don't talk to me now. I'll do it.
Back up. Back up. You're gonna tip over.
Hang on.
You tip. If you tip over, your mom will get mad at us.
Come on, Mama.
You're getting reckless,
There
buddy.
now. He says, no, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Now the camera's rolling.
He says, uh-oh. Let's see the camera. Come here.
Well, come here, Jacob. Come get it.
Oh, Grandpa's sleeping.
You're so close, all I can see is your face.
Where are you gonna go? Lean forward and here we go. Don't die for stuff. Lay down, Goofy. On your
Think
leg.
about your grandpa.
He stepped on your leg. Did you see that? He stepped on your leg.
Showing off, ain't you?
Little Papa. Look at that belly of yours. He's too concerned about grandpa. I hear a cat.
It's the bird you hear.
Oh, that's a bird. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, turn around. Go back to mom. Don't sit down and turn around. Just turn around.
Oh, too fast.
Remember what you're doing. Do a triangle.
I tried to get him balanced before he left. It's a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, right on the side and stuff.
That noise.
I want a turn. Come here. Can you not decide who you want to go see? Who you want to go see? We'll put you, go down the middle, and you pick grandpa or mom.
Oh.
Well, of course, it's mama's boy.
Now you go see grandpa. Okay, get your balance good. It's a long walk off.
All right.
Turn around. Turn around.
Jacob, come on, come over here. Come here. Come here.
I don't know, there's a spin around there.
What? You're gonna get right on that tire. What's grandpa doing?
Come on. Come here. Long walk to grandpa. Here we go.
You landed safe, huh?
Now do patty cake. Do patty
Patty
cake.
cake. Patty cake. Baker's man. Come on, you know what to do.
Come on, patty cake,
Patty cake. Patty
Baker's
cake.
man.
Baker's man.
You see, I want to walk.
He was so cute last night. He was just laughing.
Enough of that one. Okay. No.
Jake. You have to go the other way, kiddo. I'll run out of cord here. Blow us a kiss. Oh, he did. Jacob, look here and blow us a kiss. I'll put some dirt in my mouth. Jacob. Don't drop him.